Hey everyone, my name is Xenia, and today we're talking about the action-packed show that was Dynamite that decided the fate of the main event of Double or Nothing. Last week, me and my team found ourselves in Baltimore, Maryland, which was my first time in Maryland, by the way, for an absolutely action-packed Dynamite. We had the Trios Battle Royale, we had Saraya taking on Willow, we had the first official match that Roderick Strong was going to have in AEW, and of course we had the tag team match that would decide the fate of the main event of one of the biggest events of the year, Double or Nothing, in the end of May in Las Vegas. And as per our tradition, of course, we interviewed the fans outside the arena. They were buzzing, they were lining up super early, even though the weather was maybe not the best. It was a little cold, there was a little drizzle, but the fans were super excited. We are in beautiful Baltimore, Maryland. It's a bit windy, there's a bit of a drizzle, but nothing can ruin the mood because tonight Dynamite and Rampage are coming to the CFG Bank Arena. We have a stacked show lined up tonight. We have a huge trios battle royal. We're gonna hear from the Elite after the vicious attack by the BCC. Tonight we are going to see Roderick Strong in action in AEW for the first time. He's teaming up with Adam Cole, Orange Cassidy and Bandido to take on JAS. And finally, we're going to see the tag team match that is going to decide the fate of the main event of Double or Nothing. MJF tagging with Sammy Guevara to face Darby Allin and Jungle Boy Jack Perry. The fans are buzzing. Let's go ask them some questions and see how they're feeling. I'm here with
Christina,
Robert,
Kaya,
Heather,
Michael,
Alex,
Patrick,
and
Christy.
Josh from Excitement South Entertainment.
And tell us what you do.
I am a wrestling vendor, and I bring in wrestling talent to conventions in the East Coast. I've done Philly, I've done Baltimore, and I am here currently at the AEW show here in Baltimore, Maryland.
name's Gabe Kersey. What's up? AKA The Gifted Gabber.
Hell yeah, you can plug your stuff. What do you do?
Oh, I'm just, YouTube content creator, just have a channel, do stuff for like Dynamite, all that good stuff. I love wrestling. This is my passion, and if you want to hear me all about it all the time, go check out The Gift of Gabe on YouTube. Trust me, you won't regret it.
Logan.
And it's Logan's first AEW show. Look at that.
I'm Moose.
And you're the amazing dad who took...
Yes, I'm his dad. I'm taking him to his very first show.
And of course, we had to ask them what their expectations are, in particular of Roderick Strong's first match in AEW. We also had Roderick Strong debut recently in AEW. What are your expectations of his run in AEW?
big fan of Roderick Strong. Hopefully him, Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole get the trios belts one day.
I think he's going to probably end up teaming up with his old friends, Undisputed Era.
Oh, we're going to see a full reunion.
Full reunion.
Okay, because Kyle O'Reilly's out of action right now, but upon his return, I guess we'll see.
Big Roddy Strong fan. Hopefully he gets the job done with Adam Cole, Bandido, Orange Cassidy. It's going to be a good night.
We also asked the fans for their picks in the Trios Battle Royale. We also have the Trios Battle Royal tonight. Who's your pick? And have you been liking the focus on the trios division that we've been seeing?
I prefer when best friends are in the trios matches.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. Probably like the Ray Phoenix trio. Probably them.
I like Dark Order. Big Dark Order fan. John Silver, Alex Reynolds, Evil Uno. Going with Dark Order. Dark Horse. Going with Dark Order tonight.
Lucha Brothers.
Lucha Brothers.
Ooh, my pick to win that's gotta be Daddy Ass and the Acclaimed. Love that scissor and all that. That's
And we did encounter a very dedicated Saraya fan who was definitely not in agreement with most of the fans waiting outside of the arena. And we even had a little interference in the interview, but the fan stood his ground and stood by his support for Saraya. And you have a really cute Saraya sign. Is she your
Fan
favorite?
of Saraya. Been following her for a couple years now. Big fan of Saraya. Well, pretty much since she debuted. Hopefully she beats Willow tonight.
Yeah, maybe she's gonna see your sign.
Hopefully she can point at me or something. Love the Outcast, love Ruby, love Tony Storm. Big AEW fan.
Though she is a bit of a mean girl, so she might not feel that warm and fuzzy about the sign.
She's a mean girl, but I like the mean girls. I don't really like Willow. Not a big fan of the nice guys, so maybe, you never know. Saraya fans here, but it's okay. No, I like Roddy Strong. His former Ring of Honor career. Hopefully, he wins the TV title again. Big Roddy Strong fan.
She's going down.
We'll see.
We also asked the fans what they want to see in the main event of Double or Nothing, the pay-per-view that is coming up in the end of May. And we had some predictions for the main event of the show. We also have the tag match tonight that's going to decide the fate of the main event of Double or Nothing. MJF is teaming up with Sammy Guevara to take on Jack Perry and Darby Allin. And if MJF and Sammy lose, it's going to be a four-way match. What do you think is going to happen? Is MJF and Sammy, the tag team, winning tonight, or are they not?
I see MJF turning on Sammy.
I mean, I think all of them are going to end up in the match. So it's going to be like the four-way match with Jungle Boy and Darby and, what's his name? Sammy. Yeah, sorry.
I think it's going to be a four-way. I think Sammy and Darby are going to get the win tonight. Hopefully Darby wins the belt, Double or Nothing. Big Darby fan, number one favorite wrestler in AEW. So hopefully Darby pins MJF, puts him down for good. Darby for champ, yeah.
Do you not see Sammy turning on MJF? Because Sammy has had a talk with his wife, Tymelo, where she questioned the friendship that they have going on.
I see that MJF can't be trusted.
Well, it's obviously going to be Jack Perry and, Darby Allin, but I think at the end of the day, the devil himself, he's going to end up retaining the title. There's only one pillar that's high above the rest in terms of the best. So MJF walks out, but Jungle Boy, Jack, and Darby get the win tonight. It's okay.
I think he will defend it, but I think it's going to be a four-way.
Four-way dance. I want to watch Darby Allin take that title from MJF. I think they're definitely going to win, and I think this is Darby's time.
MJF is on devil mode.
Seriously? And you have like the whole MJF getup, you have the scarf, you have the title belt. So I assume you think MJF is going to win, he's going to retain the title.
I hope so.
Nothing.
I hope so. We did need MJF and Sammy, and then MJF beat him at Double or Nothing.
And for Sammy, hopefully he just realizes the world title is way more important than money.
And way more important than being besties with MJF.
Are we rooting for Darby or Jungle Boy?
Both.
Both. He wants them both. Co-champions.
Tonight is the night to root for them both. So it totally makes sense. What makes you support MJF? What do you like about him?
Everything. Overall. Mic skills, he's good. In the ring, I don't think anybody can touch him except for CM Punk. Sorry, MJF, but CM Punk is better than you.
And you know it.
And I hope MJF doesn't see this.
And of course, as usual, we just had to ask the fans why they love AEW so much, why they come to shows, who are their favorites, and why they keep supporting. Who are your favorite wrestlers in AEW?
Here in AEW, it's like how much time do we got? Because I got a list.
We have all the time in the world.
There's Sammy, there's Darby, there's Jack, Adam Cole, MJF.
We see Bullet Club, we see Kenny Omega. Is Kenny your favorite?
One of my favorites. I like a bunch of different wrestlers for AEW.
Who are your other favorites?
Britt Baker, Adam Page, Adam Cole.
Our favorite tag team, so we decided just to do a little twist on it and do like Young Bucks instead of Young Bucks.
I love that.
They're very yummy-ful.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We love them.
Though I will admit, I was an MJF hater, but the devil wove me in with the Siren song, and now I'm singing his praises.
He wins you over, right?
I got to admit, I listened to the devil, I took the deal, I'm in. So he's definitely one of my favorites. He cracks me up every week, and I could just keep going on and on all day, to be honest with you.
Jamie Hayter, Britt Baker, Kenny Omega, CM Punk, and Hangman Adam Page.
Malachi Black.
Adam Cole, Kenny Omega,
Young Bucks.
Classic.
Mark Briscoe.
He's got a long list.
I got a long list of wrestlers.
And at Dynamite last week, we actually had MJF chants. So
no, we do got some devil worshippers in the house, right? Got devil worshippers.
Hell yeah.
Adam Cole.
Adam Cole, baby.
Woo! Are you excited to see him wrestle tonight?
Yes.
And you look great. You're representing Orange Cassidy tonight.
Yes.
Is he your favorite? Why do you love him so much?
He's whatever,
He's fine,
cool.
I guess.
Yeah. It's all cool.
The Four Pillars match for me, at least.
The Four Pillars, I think, going to be good, but the trios match.
The trio battle royal.
Battle Royale, yeah.
I'd say probably the Four Pillars tag team match would be my main
because that's
one.
the deciding
Yeah.
match for everything. What about you guys?
The tag match.
That tag match.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, we need to figure out what Double or Nothing's going to be, so.
So I'm assuming you're excited for the matches he's going to have tonight. Is that the match you're most excited to see?
Yes, I'm here for him. It's his birthday tomorrow, by the way. Happy birthday, Orange.
Adam Cole, Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Hopefully, maybe soon.
Hopefully.
How have you been liking his team with Bandito?
Oh, that was really awesome. The match last week was really cool. And I think it's really cool that he's pairing with him. Like, I like seeing him pairing with, like, interesting wrestlers, you know.
Which he does a lot.
Yeah.
I've seen him with Danhausen. He has
Yep.
best friends.
Yeah, and he did Darby Allin at the house show, so that was cool.
Yeah. What makes you watch AEW? What makes you come to shows? Why do you love it?
I enjoy the product. They're fan friendly here, and I also enjoy what they're putting out on TV on a weekly basis. AEW is where it's at for me.
Professional wrestling.
It's professional wrestling.
It's not sports entertainment.
Okay.
Just saying, it's not sports entertainment. It's real wrestling.
They're awesome. Awesome Elite Wrestling. Is that what it stands for?
I agree with that.
Now it does.
I agree with that. It's awesome and just have fun watching wrestling. It's better than the rest.
Mostly Orange Cassidy.
That's a very fair answer. Thank
And
you
best
so
friends,
much.
yes.
That's exciting. It's an alternative. Big fan of the atmosphere. A lot of the wrestlers. I just think it's really cool. I like the storylines. I like the presentation. I just think it's really cool. I'm a big AEW fan.
And of course, we're down from Lower Delaware, so we're like 5 minutes away from the Briscoe compound. So we grew up around them. So anything to support the Briscoes too. So.
And as always, we got so many fans professing their love for AEW, for the style of wrestling that it brings to the table, and just for the way that it has been connected with the fans and the amazing shows that it has been putting on.
I love AEW because, like, obviously, for a period of time, there was one promotion that was really the mainstay, but now it provides an opportunity to, like, see something different. And for a lot of the hardcore wrestling fan base, you just get to see those great matches, you know, bangers all the time that, you know, 5-star after 5-star.
I've been a fan since I was 10 years old, and as soon as I met him, I just was like, hey, this is what I love, and he's loved it too. And ever since I met Adam Cole and he made an autograph for him, he's been a huge Adam Cole fan ever since.
And plus, it's just a new avenue to see a lot of favorite guys, whether you've seen them before in other places or just never seen them before, to see them shine and have great opportunities. Like Bryan Danielson, which revitalized his career in a lot of different ways. So it's honestly just great to see stuff like that here in AEW, and that's why I love it.
I honestly really agree, and I feel like Christian is at his peak also.
Absolutely.
And we've seen a rebirth of so many wrestlers that we know and love.
Oh yeah, Christian's a menace at this point.
Absolutely, he is.
Watch out. If you have a dead father, he will come after you. Not even playing. He will.
Well, nice. I hope you guys enjoyed the show today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Are you excited?
Yes.
I'm very polite.
Excited.
Yeah!
And with that, it was time to head inside the arena and watch the show. Show kicked off with 8-man tag team action, and that was the exact match that I was talking about, the match that Roderick Strong was finally going to make his in-ring debut in AEW in, so the crowd was buzzing, the crowd was pumped. We had Roderick Strong and Adam Cole team up with Orange Cassidy and Bandito, which is a newer tag team that has formed this interesting friendship over this past couple of weeks, and they faced JAS in Jake Hager, Daniel Garcia, Matt Menard, and Angel Parker. The match started off slow and technical, and one of the first matchups that we saw in the ring was actually Roderick Strong and Daniel Garcia, and I want to talk about that for a little bit separately because I do feel the styles of those two wrestlers, or a wrestler and a sports entertainer, are such a good match, and I would love to see a full-length, full match fight between those two wrestlers. The match was definitely very heated. The referee was struggling to keep order, and by the end of the match, it was total chaos, but Adam Cole did get the pin, and that team did pick up the win, and Adam Cole immediately bolted towards the commentary table to find Chris Jericho there and to attack him, which is very fair. Chris Jericho says it was an unwarranted attack, but we all know that he has been taunting Adam Cole for weeks at this point, after the ruthless attack on Britt Baker that Adam Cole was forced to watch, his girlfriend, the love of his life. So Adam Cole attacking Chris Jericho and wanting to get his hands on him is only fair, and hopefully we can finally see them go at each other in the ring sometime soon, though Chris Jericho seems to be avoiding it at all costs. And now we know that Chris Jericho is actually trying to enforce a ground rule of not even being in the same building as Adam Cole. We'll see how that works out, but I honestly definitely hope that Adam Cole can finally prove to Chris Jericho in the ring that he's not to be messed with. Then we had Saraya take on Willow Nightingale, which is such a juxtaposition of styles, but also the positions in the company, in the card that those two wrestlers have, because Saraya is an absolute veteran, but also in AEW, she's a little bit of an outsider, hence the team name, the Outcasts, with Toni Storm and Ruby Soho, of course. And Willow Nightingale is the representation of a homegrown talent in AEW and in ROH as well. And though Saraya's promos leading up to this match have been mean-spirited, and she has been saying that Willow should feel lucky to be able to even face off with Saraya, I, to an extent, agree, because wrestling Saraya, wrestling veteran of her caliber, is definitely something that any wrestler would be happy to do. But Willow, of course, went into it with, full throttle, with no regard for Saraya's past or Saraya's past accomplishments. And Willow did say that when I pin you, when I beat you up, this is when I'm gonna have the biggest smile on my face. But Saraya did pick up the win in that match. Chaos ensued after the match. The Outcasts attacked Willow, just kept delivering the beating to her, and that's when we saw a run-in from Hikaru Shida, seemingly to help out and to have Willow's back, but she ran it right into Saraya's arms, pretty much. She just gave Outcasts some hugs and seemingly joined them, but then, from behind their backs, wearing hoodies, discreet, concealed, Britt Baker and Jimmy Hayter emerged, and it became clear that Shida's joining forces with the Outcasts was just a distraction, was just a red herring, and she is, of course, still on the side of the homegrown talent, and she ended up helping Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter deliver beating to the Outcasts and, of course, protect Willow and stand her ground and show us and herself and the women's division where she stands in the division. And then it was time for the Tres de Mayo Trios Battle Royale. But before that, we did get a promo from House of Black where they announced that they are fighting champions and they welcomed their future opponents to the open house, which means they're going to defend their titles against anyone who steps up. But there's going to be some house rules. And those house rules are: there's no 10 count outs. It's going to be a 20 count, because as much as you try to get away and as much as you try to run away, you are still in the house and you're still going to fight House of Black. There's no rope breaks or submissions, because you have to get pinned to be defeated in this kind of match. There's no way to get out of the house without either defeating House of Black or being defeated by House of Black. Back to the mat, just that, no other ways. And disqualifications are still enforced, but the option to make the match no disqualification is still on the table, and it's up to the opponents. And with that, we went into the Trios Battle Royale. I, for some reason, absolutely love Battle Royales. Maybe it's because there's just so much going on. You're looking at the ring, there's all these men, all these bodies, everything is happening all at once. Everyone is eliminating everyone. You can section the ring off and you can look at certain points of it and see something new going on every time. But eventually it came down to the Butcher, the Blade, Kip Sabian, full team present, and the Acclaimed, but with Max Caster out. So just Anthony Bowens and Daddy Ass, of course, Billy Gunn. And the Acclaimed had the overwhelming support of the crowd. There were so many scissors in the crowd, so many signs, so many shirts, and I think they have had that support for the longest time, but especially since they lost the tag team titles, the crowd never really made peace with it, so it was only fair that the crowd was behind them for them to be able to challenge for the Trios titles. And the Acclaimed has so much influence, and the scissoring is so universal that we even saw the Butcher and the Blade scissor, which was quite a visual. And ultimately the Acclaimed emerged on top, so we are definitely going to see them challenge House of Black for the Trios titles. We'll see if they can handle the house rules and if they can emerge on top. We do not know, but one thing we know is the house always wins. Then we saw the TNT champion Wardlow in action against Logan LaRue, who had absolutely no chance in that match. Wardlow dominated through and through. Every single moment of that bout, Wardlow was on top, and he did emerge on top. And again, that seems to have summoned Christian and Luchasaurus. And Wardlow did say, bring your monster, have him have a go at my title. But Christian did establish and did tell us very clearly the title match, the title shot doesn't belong to Luchasaurus. It belongs to me. We have yet to see Christian actually put some action to his words and actually be physically present in what he's claiming is going to happen. But I am hoping we are going to see that match soon, though Christian doesn't seem to want to get his hands dirty. In the moment, I'm sure he will deliver a fight to Wardlow, and Wardlow definitely has to be wary of Luchasaurus, who is always going to be by Christian's side. And, Wardlow has to watch his back for that, for the absolute monster, absolute powerhouse, absolute giant that Luchasaurus is, and I am very excited to see them go with it. Then we had Ricky Starks versus Juice Robinson, and I think that was possibly one of the best matches of the night, because both Ricky Starks and Juice Robinson are phenomenal competitors, phenomenal wrestlers, and we saw a very hard-hitting, but still a very technical, very innovative match on both their parts, and the way that they match each other's pace is incredible, and the way that each of them seems to be able to predict what the other one is going to do next and, base their in-ring decision-making off of that is absolutely incredible to watch. Ricky Starks did pick up the win, but we did see Jay White come out after the match and attack Ricky Starks, and Ricky Starks has been raking up reasons to have a problem with Jay White, and Jay White seems to want a piece of Ricky Starks, and we really see this rivalry heating up, and hopefully it's going to be resolved at Double or Nothing, and we're going to see the better man win. And finally, last but not least, we had the main event. We had MJF and Sammy Guevara take on Jungle Boy and Darby Allin, and the condition was that if Darby Allin and Jungle Boy win, the main event of Double or Nothing is going to be a 4-way for the world title. We did see MJF attempt to bribe Jungle Boy prior to the match, and I don't know if it was Jungle Boy's dignity, Jungle Boy's class, or just the fact that MJF worded it in a way that made it abundantly clear that he never sees Jungle Boy being the caliber of a wrestler to be a world champion, but Jungle Boy, Jack Perry did refuse, and this match definitely was a very rocky arrangement between either of the teams, and even though MJF and Sammy Guevara did seem to resolve their conflict prior to the match, and MJF did explain to Sammy Guevara that he didn't let him ride with him last week because he truly needed the entirety of the back seat to make his back rested, to make it not hurt. And that seemed to mend the relationship. But the relationship between Darby Allin and Jungle Boy is very evidently and obviously rocky. They're not denying it. They're saying that they don't like each other. But in this moment, they had to join forces. And again, in that match, we're not sure whether Darby Allin and Jack Perry were actually the stronger team, or it was that there was finally a crack in the friendship of MJF and Sammy Guevara. MJF slapped Sammy Guevara, reminded him that Sammy Guevara is getting paid and he shouldn't be stealing the spotlight from MJF, and MJF in return ate a super kick from Sammy Guevara, who finally had enough. But we definitely saw a not ideal tag team dynamic between Jack Perry and Darby Allin as well. Darby Allin did steal the pin from Jack Perry, so we really don't know what would have happened if it wasn't for that crack between MJF and Sammy Guevara, but the result is the result, and it is what it is. Darby Allin and Jack Perry emerged on top, so we are going to see a 4-way for the World Heavyweight Championship at Double or Nothing. MJF now has to worry about not one man, but 3 men. And even that one man that he did bribe is not going to lay for him. So MJF is definitely gonna face maybe the biggest challenge of his World Heavyweight championship reign, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a super exciting match to main event Double or Nothing. So yeah, this was one hell of a show. Comment down below which match was your favorite. Give this video a like if you had a good time. Subscribe, tap the notification bell to never miss an upload. And until next time, goodbye.